We're at Fishers Tigers High School, Class 4A school. What a beautiful campus they have here at Fishers Tiger High School right here in Fishers, Indiana. We'll mention tonight's broadcast being brought to you by PutMeInSports.com since 2008. Also, tonight's game is being simulcast on Hamilton County, Indiana radio. That's HamiltonCountyRadio.com. Hamilton County Radio is a division of Hamilton County Television. First game has concluded. The varsity's out there taking some shots right now. We'll mention the Fishers Lady Tigers got the win versus Hamilton Heights in the JV contest. We'll also let you know a little bit about each school. We'll talk about the Hamilton Heights Lady Huskies, the visiting team on the scoreboard. They have a school enrollment of 739. Back home, their gymnasium will seat capacity 3106. Their Class 3A, Sectional 24, there are 7 in their sectional. That consists of Winchester, Newcastle, Yorktown, Hamilton Heights, Jay County, Muncie Burris, and Delta. We'll mention the principal at Hamilton Heights High School is Jared Mason. The athletic director is Kurt Algen. The athletic secretary is Lee Ann Moffitt. We'll let you know Hamilton Heights High School is located at 25802 State Road 19, Arcadia, Indiana 46030. On the web, you can find them at IHSAA The Lady Huskies wear the collars orange, white, and brown. They are in the Hoosier Conference. That's the Hoosier Conference, not to be mixed up with the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. We'll talk about that in a moment. We'll mention the Hoosier Conference. In the East Division, Northwestern is at the top. They're 2-0 in the East Division. Tipton, Lady Blue Devils, they're currently 1-1. Hamilton Heights yet to play a first conference game. That's coming right up. That'll be on the 10th of December. They'll travel to Northwestern. And in fourth position, it's Western. They're 0-1. And in fifth position, also 0-1, is Lewis Cass. In the West Division, they have not, any one of them, played a conference game yet. They stack up like this. In the West, it's West Lafayette, Benton Central, Central Catholic, and I should mention Central Catholic Knights won Class 1A at Lucas Oil last Friday. They had a thriller, 29-28. Central Catholic went for 2 and got it with just 10 seconds remaining in the contest. It was a good one. So we'll also mention it's West Lafayette, Benton Central, Central Catholic, Twin Lakes, and Rensselaer. We'll let you know that the Huskies are currently 4-3 on the season. As mentioned, they haven't played a conference game yet. And we'll mention they average 47.6 points per ball game offensively. They give up just 41. And we'll mention the head coach working in year number 4 at Hamilton Heights is Keegan Cherry. Keegan Cherry is currently 53 wins, 32 losses. The next game on the agenda for Hamilton Heights Lady Huskies will be Saturday. That's the 7th day of December. The Norwell Lady Knights will be at Hamilton Heights to do battle with the Lady Huskies. That'll be a 1:30 start time for the varsity. JV will begin at noon. We'll mention a little bit about the Fishers Tigers. The Fishers Lady Tigers, they have a school enrollment of 3509. We'll mention their Class 4A. They're in sectional number 8. There are 6 in their sectional. Their sectional will consist of Fishers, Carmel, Hamilton Southeastern, Westfield, Noblesville, and Zionsville. The principal at Fishers Tiger High School is Jason Urban. The athletic directors are Jim Brown. He was most instrumental for me. Met him here this evening about 5 o'clock. What a quality guy. Another athletic director is Rob Seymour. The athletic secretary at Fishers High School, I should say the athletic secretary. She is Fishers High School Athletics. That's Jenny Brooks. We're thankful for her cooperation with email. We'll also mention Fishers High School is located at 13,000 Promise Road, Fishers, Indiana, 46038. On the web, you can find them at FishersTigersAthletics.com. They wear the colors red, white, and silver. They participate in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. In that conference, it's stacking up like this so far. Fishers Tigers, they're 9-0 on the season. They're 2-0 in the conference. Followed up by Hamilton Southeastern. They're 7-1. They're 2-0. Avon, they're 6-1. They're 2-0. Brownsburg 6-2. They're 1-1 thus far. The Westfield Lady Shamrocks are 4-3. They're 0-2 in the conference. Franklin Central, they're 1-1, and they are 5-3 overall. Noblesville Lady Millers, they're 0-2. They're 3-5 overall. Followed up by Zionsville, they're 0-2, 2-5 on the season. We'll mention Fishers Lady Tigers. They're currently 9 wins, no losses on the season. They're 2-0 in the Hoosier Crossroads. They average per game. This is offensively. This is an average of all 9 games, 62.1. Defensively, they give up an average of 42.2. And we'll mention the head coach is Lauren Botaw. Lauren Botaw, she's in her 3rd season here at Fishers High School. She's 37 wins, 22 losses on the season. And the next game on the agenda for the Fishers Tigers will be Saturday, December the 7th. It'll be Fishers Tigers at Indianapolis Chittard. The varsity will tip off at 3:30 p.m. And we'll mention the Lady Huskies will also do battle with Chittard. That's coming right up. That'll be on December 18th. Chittard will travel to Hamilton Heights for that ball game. And we'll mention last season between these two teams, Hamilton Heights and Fishers, it was a good one. Last season on December 21st, Fishers Tigers got the win 35-31 over the Lady Huskies. 4:14 clock rolling down. We'll mention a little bit about the Hoosier Conference girls basketball schedule. Starting up this week. This week the schedule is like this. A couple of nights ago, it was Monday, December 2nd. Only one game in the conference. That was West Lafayette defeating Rossville 49-24. Last night on December 3rd, on a Tuesday, only one game in the conference. It was Clinton Central 53, Western 40, and that was at Clinton Central. And we'll mention tonight on the agenda, on the 4th day of December, there are 5 games on the slate. Hamilton Heights here at Fishers, Central Catholic at Western. I take that back, Central Catholic at Harrison. McConaughey at Northwestern. Tipton at Taylor. And Lewis Cass will play a team to be mentioned later. There's a tournament going on in Logansport. So they probably know who they're playing, and we just do not. So we'll mention Thursday, tomorrow, December 5th, 2 games on the agenda. It's going to be Benton Central at South Vermilion and Winnemac at Rensselaer Central. On Saturday there are 5 games on the agenda. 12 noon game will be Central Catholic at Benton Central. 3:15 it'll be Northwestern. They'll do battle with Scott out of Kentucky. They've played them before, I do believe. That's at Dixie Heights, Kentucky. So Northwestern will be on the travel mode. We'll mention 1:30 Saturday afternoon. It'll be Norwell at Hamilton Heights for the varsity tip-off. Putney in Sports will be there. 8 p.m. Rensselaer versus Griffith. And then the final game on Saturday that mentioned here, it'll be a 2:30 start time. It'll be West Lafayette at Tipton. We'll mention about the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. 2 minutes left on the pregame clock. 2:30 Hoosier Conference, let me say that again, Hoosier Crossroads Conference. December 1st week, it's going to be like this. On Tuesday, last night on the 3rd, one game, it was Franklin Central 72, Southport 46. And then tonight on the agenda, it's going to be on the 4th day of December, to be Hamilton Heights at Fishers, Noblesville at Hamilton Southeastern, in Westfield at Mount Vernon. On Thursday, the 5th, tomorrow night, going to be one ball game. It'll be Zionsville at Cathedral. And then on Friday night, there'll be two games. Hoosier Crossroads Conference, girls basketball. It'll be Avon at Danville and Brownsburg at Franklin Central. And on Saturday, two more ball games in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. It's going to be 3:30 start time. It'll be Fishers at Chittard. And a 1:30 tip-off. It'll be Rushville at Westfield. We'll mention, bringing you this contest tonight, our sponsors for Lady Huskies basketball 2019-2020 is Irish Rubber Company, Smith's Jewelers, Lisa Stokes Bear, Adler Law Office, Ace Scrap Metal, Fritz and Associates, Main Street Mortgage, Indiana Express Rentals, and Sign Production. We thank you for listening. Getting ready for our national anthem here, I think, in just a moment. We're going to stand for the national anthem as the Huskies are doing so at their sideline right there, the bench area, along with Fishers. And I will mention this tonight is Military Appreciation Night. Fishers Lady Tigers are wearing new uniforms, and they are plated and decorated as such to promote the military appreciation. We'll set this down. That's our national anthem. I believe it was Memorex, and it works just fine. And we'll mention this ball game getting ready to get underway here shortly. 7:27 on the wristwatch. We'll mention the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. We'll start with the Lady Huskies. The Lady Huskies will start like this. She'll wear number 4, Jillian Oswald. She's a junior, 5'7" tall. Second in the lineup is number 5, Bailey Runner. Bailey Runner is a senior. She's 5'7". Third in the lineup, number 13, Peyton Dissette. Peyton Dissette is a senior. She's 5'6" tall. We'll mention number 30, it's Sydney Runyon. She's a sophomore. She's 5'11" tall. The final starter in the Husky lineup is number 42. That's Michaela Moran. She's a sophomore, and she's 6'3" tall. We'll mention the starter. We should mention Keegan Cherry, the head coach for the Lady Huskies. We'll mention for the Fishers Lady Tigers girls basketball, starting lineup wearing number 5, Audra Emerson. Audra Emerson, she is a junior, 5'6" tall. Number 11 is Caitlin Fagan. Caitlin Fagan, she's a senior, 5'8" tall. Number 22, is Tamia Perryman. She's a senior. She's 5'9". She was kind enough to help me with pronunciations. Number 32 is Lydia Stolken. She's a senior. She's 6'1". She's likely going to jump center. And the final starter in the lineup, number 33, is Katie Burton. She's a junior. She's 5'9" tall. So the Huskies going to wear all orange. And the home team, commonly, going to wear all white. Fishers Tigers, Hamilton Heights Huskies. A rematch from a year ago. Pretty good contest, 35-31. Going to jump it up. The whistle sounds. Taking the tip is number 32, Lydia Stolken. Ball's in the backcourt to the front court now. Number 5, Audra Emerson. Working the offense, first time down the floor. Fisher's Lady Tigers out top of the basketball. Skip pass to the corner. Works into the hands of Audra Emerson. Back out top. Another skip pass the other direction. Number 11, Caitlin Fagan. Down low off the glass. Didn't use glass. In the paint. Got the bucket. That's number 5, Audra Emerson. 2-0 contest. Hamilton Heights crossing the timeline. Their first possession on the dribble. She'll bounce it. Michaela Moran. She lost the handle out top. Close to the scorer's bench. And it's going to go out of bounds. Going to give it back to the Lady Tigers. Bounce pass brought in on the dribble crossing the timeline. Number 11, Caitlin Fagan. On the dribble to the corner. Take a shot. 12-footer. Good. Nothing but net. Number 33, Katie Burton. Katie Burton averages 17.2 points per ball game. Crossing the timeline, Bailey Runner. Works it right side. Going to try to play again. Michaela Moran. Out top to Dissette. They'll work it right side, left side behind the arc to Jillian Oswald. Out top, they'll give it to Sydney Runyon. She'll dish off. Out top again, they'll move the basketball with Dissette. Hand off to Jillian. They'll go left side, elbow left side to Michaela. Back to Jillian. Michaela going to set a screen. She'll get a pick and go, and she'll go under the bucket. She'll get the bucket off the glass. Screen and go. 2 points for Hamilton Heights and Michaela Moran. 4-2 contest. Crossing the timeline with the basketball, number 22, Tamia Perryman. She'll post up at the free throw line. No pass available. She'll go down low. She will work it down low off the glass. Block shot. Taking the shot right there for Fishers was 32, Lydia Stolken. Going to be a block shot credited to Hamilton Heights, Sydney Runyon. Going to keep the ball in the front court with Fishers. From the baseline, brought in right at the bucket. Out top of the basketball. On the dribble now. 33, that's Katie Burton. She'll pass it right side behind the arc. Audra Emerson. Emerson now top. Elbow. She'll go with elbow extended. 3-point shot. Way to go from the left side. Rebound to set to the front court. With the basketball, Jillian Oswald. She'll dribble the lane. She'll go left-handed off the glass. Wouldn't get it to go. Rebound out of there. Going the other direction is Caitlin Fagan. To the corner to Perryman. Back out, elbow extended. Got the bucket. 3-point land. Good for Audra Emerson. 7-2 contest. Lady Tigers in front. 5:39 on the game clock. Out top of the basketball, left side, Michaela Moran. She'll pass it out top of the circle to Dissette. On right side again, they'll give it up to Jillian Oswald. Cross-court pass, she'll get it to Bailey Runner. Being guarded there closely by Perryman. She'll work it right side to Jillian Oswald. Back pedal dribble, she'll work the basketball. Back pedal again. She'll work it left side, Dissette. Peyton Dissette on the dribble. She'll hand the ball off. Number 5, Bailey Runner to the corner to Dissette. No shot available. She'll pass it back the other direction. Out in front of the scorer's bench, Jillian Oswald. She'll dribble the lane. She'll dish it off. Going to get it to Michaela Moran. A foul's going to be called. First foul of the ball game. Clock is straight up. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. They're going to whistle about the foul here on the Lady Tigers. And I got headphones on. They're evidently not going to put the foul category for the number in the space, but I can see it's on 33. They're going to whistle this on Katie Burton. She picks up her first. So we're going to paint. Ball's loose in the paint. Going to be picked up by Fishers. Lost the handle. Hamilton Heights in a turnover. Going to work it back the other direction. Driving the lane was Burton. Shot would go. Rebound out there picked up by Bailey Runner. Bailey Runner on the dribble. She's working against number 30, Haley Smith. Haley Smith in the ball game during that last break, quick break. 4:36 on the game clock. 7-2 contest out top. 3-point land is good. Bailey Runner, she now has 1,002 points in her career at Hamilton Heights. Working the basketball, left side, out top with the basketball, number 5, Audra Emerson. They'll dribble it left side, give the ball up. They're moving around the perimeter. Works it right side, Caitlin Fagan. To the corner for Burton. She'll take a 3. It'll rim out long. Karam over, picked up by Jillian Oswald. She'll dish it off to the point guard, Bailey Runner. She'll walk it across the timeline. She'll pick up the pace now at the center court. She'll work it left side. Good screen by Sydney Runyon. Working the basketball now is Peyton Bissett. To the corner, Bailey Runner. 3:47 left here in the first quarter. 7-5 contest. Fishers Tigers in front by 2. They're working the lane right there. Going to be a block shot. Peyton Bissett across the lane. Want to take it off the glass, but reaching up, blocking the shot, I believe. Can't even tell you who it was, but I'm not going to try. But back the other direction, Fishers Tigers, they go off the glass, wouldn't go. 3-point shot, no good for Audra Emerson. Hamilton Heights boards the basketball. And it's almost like one shot and done pretty much so far in this contest at either end. So rebounding is a key commodity, and Hamilton Heights and Fishers know how to do each. So they're working it back the other direction. Jillian Oswald works it left side with the basketball to the corner. Peyton Bissett back out top. Jillian. Jillian's picked up there by Audra Emerson real quick. Right back to the corner. Thought about a shot. Converging defense, number 11, Caitlin Fagan, wasn't going to allow the 3-point shot from Bissett. Back out top to reset the offense with Bailey Runner. Reach-in foul going to be called. Number 30, Haley Smith. Haley Smith is a freshman. She's 5'9". She picks up her first foul in the ball game. Haley Smith going to pick up her first foul, and that's the second on the Fishers Lady Tigers. Hamilton Heights yet to commit a foul in the first quarter. 2:42 left. Cross-court pass. They get the entry pass into Jillian from Peyton Bissett. Going to drive the lane. Going to be a blocking foul. Blocking foul. The Fishers fans wanted the call, and the Husky fans got the call, and the officials paid to do so. So he's doing a good job. I thought the first crew of officials did a good job, too. They used 3 officials in the JV contest. Not a bad idea. The first shot rims out, wouldn't go. Jillian Oswald. Jillian Oswald at the free throw line this season. She's shooting 67%. Before that shot, she was 12 for 18. She's now 13 for 20. She got the second one. 7-6 contest. 2:34 timeout called. 30-second timeout going to be called by Fishers Lady Tigers head coach Lauren Botal. And we'll mention this game is being brought to you by Iris Rubber Company. Since 1956, Iris Rubber Company has been a custom molder of rubber products. Iris Rubber Company, Cicero 46034. That's Hamilton County. One of the longest existing companies in Cicero, Indiana, at 10 East Jackson Street, 317-984-3561. Just across the street is 10 West, a fine eating establishment. You may need reservations. You may not. You may need to park far away. You may not. But you'll like the dining experience. Back the other direction. 3-point shot in the air. Off the rim. Wouldn't go. Going to rebound the basketball. That's Fishers. Boards the basketball. Haley Smith. That shot was taken by Caitlin Fagan. Another shot from the corner. Wouldn't go. And Fishers Tigers track down another board. Out top. 3-point land. Long off the mark. Wouldn't go. In the ball game now. Number 23, Katie Howard. Shot wouldn't go. She's a junior. She's 5'7". Hamilton Heights finally boards the basketball. Going the other direction. Under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. It's 7-6. Hamilton Heights trailing by 1. On the dribble, crossing over, working on the left side is Jillian Oswald. She'll take a shot. She's left alone. She'll take one inside the 3-point land. She'll get the rebound put back, and it wouldn't go. Rebound out of there. Number 23, Katie Howard, back the other direction. Crossing the timeline with the basketball on the dribble is Haley Smith. She'll work the left side. 31, Olivia Smith. To the corner. 3-point shot in the air. Got it. Credit the bucket. Number 11, Caitlin Fagan. The 10-6 contest. Hamilton Heights trailing by 4. 1:15 left. We're in the first quarter. We're at Fishers Tigers High School. We're in Fishers, Indiana. On the dribble, pick it up. Out top, that's Bailey. Works her right side with the pass to Jillian. Gets the ball back. Got a new dribble available. She'll use it now. Bailey Runner. Working against number 30, Haley Smith. On the dribble to the corner. She'll pass off Jillian. She'll pass off to the corner. Going baseline with the drive is Bailey Runner. To Michaela Moran, she passes it back out top to Sydney. Dishes it off to Gissette. On the dribble now with the basketball is Jillian Oswald. She'll take a 3-point shot out top. Wouldn't go. Rebound. Credited to number 22, Tamia Perryman. Back the other direction, 34 seconds left. They hold the basketball, looking for maybe a last shot in the quarter. Waiting to check in for the Fishers Lady Tigers is number 5, Audra Emerson. We'll see if she gets to check in again here in the first quarter. She may not. 17 seconds left. First quarter, holding the basketball. Huskies electing not to play her tightly. Now she'll dribble now. Number 22, Tamia Perryman, passes it to the corner. Go baseline. Going to pass it off. Stolen by Gissette. Long shot near the buzzer. Bailey Runner wouldn't go. Baseball pass shot wouldn't fall. We'll go to the first quarter break. It's a 10-6 contest. Lady Tigers in front. And we'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Smith Jewelers. Smith Jewelers, they're at 98 North 9th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. Great people, great customer service, and great selection. Smith Jewelers has over 70 years of history providing Noblesville and the surrounding areas with fine quality jewelry. Visit Smith Jewelers on the Square in downtown Noblesville. Hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday, they're open 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can reach them by dialing 317-773-3383. That's Smith Jewelers in Noblesville. 30 to 70% off. Pretty much every piece of jewelry in the store. So second horn sounds. Hamilton Heights going to enter the court of play. Fishers Tigers waiting at the free throw line at their end of the court. That'll be their second half into the court. Hamilton Heights going to inbound the basketball. They have the directional arrow. Could be brought in by Peyton Gissette. She'll pass to the backcourt, Bailey Runner. We've begun the second quarter. Crossing the timeline. Bailey Runner, she'll cross over. She'll go left side. She'll go off the glass. Shot wouldn't go. They left the space for her. She used it, just couldn't go down right there. Rebound back the other direction. Credit that rebound to Lydia Stolkin. Shot outside the paint area right there. Going to call a foul on Hamilton Heights. It'll be the Huskies' first foul tonight. Going to be 2 shots awarded. This foul's going to be whistled on Sydney Runyon. She picks up her first. Team foul number 1. Going to shoot a couple. First shot, rimmed around, wouldn't go. At the free throw line is number 5, Audra Emerson. That was her first miss of the season. 14 for 15 now. Second one goes up and in, nothing but net. A lot of pressure trying to keep that 100% average. She's a good shooter. We're going to back the other direction. It's at 11 to 6 on the dribble. We're going to right side now. Peyton Gissette out top to Jillian. Reach in, going to steal the basketball. Perryman going to come up with the steal. She'll take a shot off the glass. Wouldn't go, but she'll go to the foul line. Bailey Runner tracking back, trying to play defense. Did so. Didn't allow the shot to go in. Wasn't going to be a 3-point play, but she'll shoot twice. Conversation. One of the officials talking with Coach Keegan Cherry. First shot up, rimmed off long. Wouldn't go for Perryman. She'll get one more. Perryman wears number 22. She's shooting 80% at the stripe. She's 16 for 21 at this point, and now 17 for 22 on the season. She got the back end of a 2-shot foul. 12-6 contest. Hamilton Heights trailing by 6. Crossing the timeline with the basketball. Bailey Runner works it left side. She'll dish off right there. Jillian Oswald out top, well beyond the arc, picked up by Audra Emerson on the defensive scheme. They'll work it back out top again to Bailey. Bailey keeps the dribble alive. She's working against Perryman. And Sydney Runyon is right there trying to set up the screen. Let's see if this is going to happen. They're going to call a foul. They're going to call this foul on the Lady Tigers. Foul's going to be whistled on number 22, Tamia Perryman. She picks up her first foul in the ball game. That's team foul number 4. 7:04 left here in the first half. We're in the second quarter. We're at Fishers Tigers High School. Right side, moving the basketball left now is Bailey Runner, and she's going to draw another foul from the Fishers Lady Tigers. Waiting to check in at the scores bench. It's going to be number 30, Haley Smith. She's in the ball game now. Perryman going to pick up a quick second foul. She'll take a breather. She's a senior. She told me she's going to play basketball next year at Marion College. That's a good place to be. They'll go right side with the basketball on the dribble. Out behind the arc. She'll dish it off, and you get it to Jillian Oswald. Oswald on the dribble, keeping a good dribble alive. Pretty good dribbling exhibition. She'll pick up the dribble now, work it out top to Michaela Moran. Moran's being guarded by 32, Lydia Stolken. They'll dish it back to Bailey. She's going to take a lid. They'll take it to the corner. Actually, the pass came from Jillian. Shot from the corner. Three-point land came from Dissette. Wouldn't go. Dissette going to get a steal in the front court. Going to steal the basketball from number 11, Caitlin Fagan. They dish it off back to Bailey, going the other direction now. Jillian Oswald behind the arc, thought about a three. Passed it back out top to Bailey Runner. To the corner, Peyton Dissette brings the ball out. She'll square it up out top, way beyond the arc. She'll dribble the left side. She'll take a shot, elbow left side. It's going to be blocked. Going to be blocked by number 32, Lydia Stolken. She's a 6'1" senior. Stolken comes up with the basketball. They're in the front court now with Fishers Lady Tigers. Foul's going to be whistled on the Lady Huskies near the paint. This foul's going to be whistled. That's going to be their third. Foul's going to be whistled on number 5, Bailey Runner. She has one in the contest. To be brought in left of the bucket for Fishers in their front court. They're going to call a 5-second violation. Didn't get the ball in. Not so sure. That 5 seconds seemed to be quick. Probably in the minds of many. They give it back to Hamilton Heights. Hamilton Heights will bring it 84 feet. 5:50 on the game clock. 12-6 contest crossing the timeline. Number 5, Bailey Runner, working against Haley Smith on the dribble. Backpedal dribble. She'll dribble in now. Out top to Jillian. Jillian Oswald on the dribble. She'll cross it over. She's working against Audra Emerson. She'll dribble the lane. She'll go off the glass. Got the bucket. Left-handed shot off the left side of the glass. Jillian Oswald for 2. It's 12-8. Hamilton Heights trail by 4. Out top of the basketball on the stationary dribble is Haley Smith. She'll pick up the dribble. She'll work it to the corner. They'll work it down low. Going to throw it away. Trying to pass it to a cutting number 32, Lydia Stolken. So Lydia Stolken could not get through the defense of Sydney Runyon. So they're going to call a timeout. Timeout on the court. 5:13 left. And we'll mention, this game is in part being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. She's a realtor. She's a broker. Century 21 Sheets. Located at 4929 East 96th Street. That's in Indianapolis. Not too far into Indianapolis here, 96th Street. Just across the path there of Hamilton County. We'll mention, she's experienced. She's knowledgeable. Lisa Stokes Bear, care, concern, helping you find the home that you are looking for. Lisa Stokes Bear, you can contact Lisa by phone or by text message, 317-513-4086. Again, that's 317-513-4086. Lisa Stokes Bear, she's a realtor, she's a broker. Century 21. A second horn sounds make their way to the court. 5:13 on the game clock. That's the prefix for Lisa's cell phone number. So we'll mention they're going to brought in 84 feet away, brought in by Jillian Oswald. Bailey runner on the dribble. He'll walk across the timeline from the scorer's bench. She'll dish it top of the key right there to Michaela Moran. Out top, they'll dish it to Jillian. Now back out top to Bailey. 4:55 left. To the corner, Peyton Dissett brings the ball on around. Thought about a three right there. Jillian Oswald. She was open. She's working against Emerson. She'll work it left side. She'll pick up the basketball. She'll get it back to Bailey. Bailey runner working against number 30, Haley Smith, for the Lady Tigers. They'll work across court pass to Jillian Oswald. 4:33 on the game clock. 12-8 contest. Fisher's Lady Tigers in front by 4. Hamilton Heights with the ball in the front court. 4:22 on the game clock. On the dribble, Jillian Oswald. Left side picked up by Emerson. Out top, Bailey runner. She'll dribble right side now. She's working again by Haley Smith guarding her. They're working out top, touches the hands of Sydney Runyon. Dishes it off out top to Peyton Dissett. Dissett picks up her dribble near the corner. Going to dish it down low. No foul called. Bailey runner went underneath, went in the paint, took a shot, no foul, and I think it was a block evidently. 3:53 back the other direction. In the front court now is the Lady Tigers. Driving the baseline, going to see a shot taken. Shot wouldn't go in. She'll go to the line. She'll shoot twice. Audra Emerson wears number 5. She'll shoot 2 times. And the foul's going to be whistled on Hamilton Heights. I believe it's called on 13 Dissett. First shot, nothing but net. She gets congratulatories on the lane right there. Number 11 is going to take a breather. That's Caitlin Fagan. Back in the ball game, we're going to see number 23, Katie Howard, for the Fishers Lady Tigers. Second shot goes in for Audra Emerson. She got both of them that time. She's 3 for 4 tonight. Started this game at 14 of 14 on the season. So out top of the basketball, they move it around. Couldn't get the pass to connect from Sydney Runyon. Ball goes loose, and it's picked up by Fishers Lady Tigers. They go to the other end, and it's going to be a jump ball. When that ball's loose, these girls don't play varsity for just no reason at all. They play rough, they play hard, they play the game. So the ball's going to be simultaneous possession. Going to give the ball to the Arrow. Also, the Arrow gives it back to Fishers. They keep it in the front court. Out top, long three-point shot. Rimmed off, wouldn't go. Shot taken, 23, Katie Howard. Rebound, Hamilton Heights. 3:22 on the game clock. 14-8. Lady Tigers by 6. Elbow left side to Michaela. She'll dish off there. She'll get a pass down low. She'll go up the shot, going to be blocked. Blocked shot. Lydia Spoken dishes off. They're going back the other direction. Off the glass, got the bucket. Fishers Tigers going to get the first chance in this ball game at a 3-point play. So going to the foul line for Fishers. Going to be number 31, Olivia Smith. They're going to call timeout. Going to try to ice her in between these shots. We'll see. Sometimes it works for field goal kickers. Sometimes it does not. Say what, Adam Vinaturi, you know, he's the best. He's the GOAT. You got a knee problem? I got a text on my phone from Box 59 said that they picked up a kicker and to help them out until his knee can get better. But Adam Vinaturi, what a kicker. He's played more years for the Colts than he did for the Patriots. Don't forget that. 16-8, 3:04 on the game clock. We're nearing halftime. And we'll mention this game is being brought to you by Adler Attorneys. www.noblesvilleattorney.com. They provide family law, personal injury, estate planning, litigation, guardianship, real estate law, personal service, dependable counsel. That's Ray at noblesvilleattorney.com or Seth at noblesvilleattorney.com. Raymond M. Adler, Seth R. Wilson. You can dial them at the office at 317-773-1974. They're located at 136 South 9th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. So she's going to get one more shot. 3-point play opportunity, number 31, Olivia Smith. She's also a freshman, 5'9", probably twins. I'll make that gesture when she gets the bucket. 3-point play good for Olivia Smith. So crossing the timeline, 17-8, 9-point advantage for the Lady Tigers. Huskies in the front court. Bailey runner out top, dishes it right side, Jillian Oswald. She'll dribble the lane. She'll go off the glass. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound fought for. They're going to say it belongs to Fisher's Tigers. Evidently last touch by Hamilton Heights. Might have hit the baseline in a hurry. And then they're going to look like from the crowd. The court's only 84 feet long. And that'll be fun. We've got our halftime guests showing up here. We'll talk to him in a moment. Crossing the timeline, out top of the basketball, number 30, Haley Smith. So Fisher's Tigers moving the basketball. 2.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. We're nearing halftime. They pass it down low off the glass. Got the bucket. That's number 32, Lydia Solkin. The 19-8 contest. Hamilton Heights in the front court. They're working behind the arc, left side. Peyton Dissett. Out top to Michaela Moran. Right side, they'll work it to Bailey. She'll think about a three. Out top, they're going to straddle the lane. Shot on the mark. Off the mark there. Wouldn't go for Michaela Moran. She was straddling the three-point line with right elbow, left elbow extended. They go back the other direction. Shot rolls around. Got the bucket. I think that shot goes in. 31. Olivia Smith, she averages 4.2 a game. She's over that now here in the first half. So they're working left side with the basketball. Number 5, Audra Emerson. With the basketball out top, Bailey Runner pops a shot. Well out top. Almost a WNBA range. Got the bucket. Nothing but net. 3-point land. 10-point leader are the Lady Tigers. 1:26 on the game clock. In the front court with the basketball, number 30, Haley Smith. They're working back around. Lost the handle. Going to be a kick called. Going to be an unintentional kick. It doesn't matter. But they're going to give the ball back to the Lady Tigers. Pretty good footwork. Bailey Runner does that maybe once a game. So they're working out top of the basketball. Number 30, Haley Smith. Out top to her sister, I'm believing. That's Olivia Smith on the dribble. Right side behind the arc. They'll dish it off to Katie Howard. Out top, they move the basketball. Lydia Stolkin. They'll work it left side behind the arc to Haley Smith. Out top once again, they'll move it to Katie Howard. Left side in front of the Husky bench. Ball's in the hands of Caitlin Fagan, number 11. She averages 10.4 a game. From the corner, 3-point land, rims over, wouldn't go. Rebound, Lady Tigers, the putback is good. 32, Lydia Stolkin, that original shot from the corner taken by Haley Smith, number 30. Crossing the timeline, 32 seconds left. 23-11, they'll work it left side. Jillian Oswald to the corner. Get it back to Bailey. She'll bring it back out top. She'll reset the offense. She'll back her way in a little bit there. Working against Haley Smith. Works the right side to Peyton Dissett. Out top, Sydney Runyon. Back to Jillian. Jillian on the dribble. 12 seconds left here in the first half. 23-11. Hamilton Heights trying to put the last shot in the bucket. They're working left side. They'll dribble it in off the glass. Going to be a foul call. Jillian Oswald found a tree. She went left side off the glass. Got fouled in the process. She'll shoot 2. 2.9 seconds left. They're going to whistle this foul on number 31, Olivia Smith. She'll pick up her first in the ball game. Team foul number 6. At the free throw line is Jillian Oswald. First shot, rims around, wouldn't fall. Jillian Oswald on the season, she's 67%. She'll get one more. 2.9 left. Second one's good. Jillian Oswald makes the score 23-12. Going to bring the basketball in the hands of Katie Howard. I don't know if the last shot got off. It didn't matter. Didn't make it hardly to the free throw lane. But we'll go to halftime. 23-12. A good ball game in the works. And we're going to talk to our halftime guest here in just a moment. Say what? I'm gonna take this headset off. I'm gonna take this headset off. With them joining us, we'll be back in just 1 second. We're going to talk to Coach Rick Wimmer. Coach Rick Wimmer, it's great to see you.
Well, thank you, AJ. It's good to be here.
You're pretty familiar with this school, are you not?
Yeah, I've been here a few times, so great to see our girls are off to a great start on this for this basketball season. So happy for them, and they're doing well tonight.
They're pretty incredible. Hey, ever since I saw their record was unblemished, I thought, uh-oh.
Yeah, well, they're I'm sure Coach Votal will tell you they've got a lot of work to do, but she's got them going, and girls playing good basketball, playing smart, and I think they're just going to continue to get better.
So what, Coach, your physical education teacher help, is that true?
Yeah, I teach the ATC classes right now, which are the athletes in weight training and that sort of thing, yeah.
You've been here at Fishers Tigers High School since they began in 2006.
Yeah, that's right, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's incredible. I got some stats here. We're going to go over what you've been doing. But the first thing I got to tell you, I saw in the paper today, is that true, that retirement?
Yeah, well, I resigned football here and not retiring from teaching at this point. I'm probably going to stay one more year and just teach. I just felt like it was a good time for somebody else to come in. I've enjoyed my time here, and certainly feel good about what we've done. But I just think it was time for somebody younger, somebody a little more enthusiasm come in and continue the program on the upswing. And we had a really good 9 or 10 year run there after our first year, and then the last 4 years we've been right at 500 and had a conference championship there a couple years ago and a sectional championship. Had a good season this year, went 7-3, but lost in the first round of the playoffs. They're a good Westfield team. They just outplayed us, but so it didn't feel. Anytime you lose in the first round, it doesn't always feel like a great season. But I was really proud of our guys who get 7 wins during the regular season. That's quite an accomplishment in our conference. And, but I just, the last couple of years, they say when it's time, and I just felt like now was the time for me to bow out, and somebody else will take it and take it to greater heights, I'm sure.
Do you think you'll coach again?
Well, I'm not going to rule it out. I don't think I'll be a head coach again. That's really, I've enjoyed it. But it's a year-round job to be a head coach, especially in 6A football. Not just because it's 6A. It's that way, just about anywhere you go. But there's just a lot of off-season work in 6A football, and I've enjoyed it. But I also kind of want to do some other things, and if I get an opportunity to coach and help somebody, or maybe a non-coaching role. But stay in football, I would love to do that, and I think I could work, for several more years, but probably not as a head coach.
There's no question you can help a team. You don't have to be a head coach, because who's that Kubiak for the Vikings does a pretty good job.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of guys that do well, and I've enjoyed it. Really, I told our players when we met with them on Monday to let them know until I came to Fishers, I hadn't been anywhere for longer than 9 years, and been here for 14 years. So obviously enjoyed the community, love coaching here. It was a great move for me to come here. I don't have any regrets about that at all, and really enjoyed my time here, and we're always going to cherish those memories.
You started in 2006 here at this school. You were other places before that, of Zionsville, but I want to mention 2006 and 2010. By 2010, with this brand new school, Class 5A, you guys went 14-1, and you won the state in 5A.
That was a magical season, certainly. We lost our second game of the season that year to IHSAA, lost pretty handedly to them, but our players, we had some great leadership on that team with our players, and Kobe Orris and Dakota Slaughter and Brian Sutton and R.C. Hauser, Alfonso Hines, Michael Mango, and just Jordan Willie, Cody Moore, number of guys that really just made a decision and a intention to change the course of that season, and they just decided we were going to take care of some things that maybe let us down in that HSE game, and we ran the table the rest of the year, including winning against HSE in the sectional later on. So certainly a magical year, and I think that year we beat we beat 6 teams ranked in the top 10 that year. So that was we played a very good schedule, no question about that. But it's certainly a special year when you can win a state championship.
I tell you what, Kurt Trout. I think he's at Hamilton Heights now. He came from Hamilton Heights. For some reason, they gave him 1 year. I don't understand that. But he ended up with you, and he got a ring in 2010. What positional coach was he then?
I think at that time, I think Kurt was our head freshman coach, if I'm not mistaken. And that's when I brought him in. That's what he was doing, and then he eventually became our linebackers coach and special teams coordinator. Actually, coached DBs 1 year, I believe, but then became our linebackers and special teams coach. I'm glad you brought that up because I certainly want to mention some coaches. John Judd has been with me all 14 years here. John was one of the first coaches I hired here in 2006, and he has been on our staff ever since. Been the defensive coordinator for 13 of those 14 years. He was not the defensive coordinator that first year. He likes to remind me that I didn't make him defensive coordinator the first year, but the second year I did, and that was a good move on my part. Took me a little while to figure that out, but John Brooks is another guy that I think John was actually the first guy I hired here, and he was with me. He actually stepped down from coaching for a few years while his daughters were heavily involved in athletics. But he never really left the staff. He continued to volunteer and with a number of areas on our staff, but came back this year as our wide receiver coach. Did a tremendous job. Pat Schooley was on that staff. Jeff Harkin, Adam Stevenson, those guys have all since gone. Pat's our dean here of students now. Tony Farrell, he was our secondary coach. Just talked with him this evening on the telephone, and great to hear from him. One thing about retiring, you hear from a lot of people that you haven't talked to for a while, so that's been really nice here this last week. But just tremendous coaching staff. I know I've left some guys out. It's neat now because my offensive line coach now is Chris Chang, who played on that 2010 state championship team, and Kobe Orris coached for us 1 year when he was available. Coached our secondary a couple of years ago. Dakota Slaughter coached with us a couple of years ago, was on that team. Ryan Harris is on our staff now, who was on our very first team in 2006 and 2007. And Harvey Allen was played for us like in 2012 and 13 in that era. And so it's been great to have some of our former players come back and be on the staff. And, I want to mention Mike Kelly too, who was a tremendous line coach for us, and now the head coach down at Seymour. So these guys, you don't do it by yourself. You do it with first of all really good coaches who develop great young men and make them good players. And the success we've had. Credit goes to those coaches and those players.
That's excellent. We got very few minutes there, 25 seconds, but tell me what you think about Class 5A, New Palestine Dragons, and Coach Ralph Kyle. Sum that up.
Well, the job he's done is just phenomenal. I never, I've watched their team play in a few state championships. One time I haven't really seen them play, but always been impressed with them. They are very fundamentally sound, play very hard, play with a lot of emotion. They execute things very well, and Kyle makes excellent game time adjustments, I think. So they're, what he's done there is just certainly phenomenal.
It sure is. Hamilton Heights going to have the ball second half, first possession. Out top of the basketball set. 7:50, we're 10 seconds in the second half, 23-12. Coach, I got to mention, I'm going to go ahead and take some time in this basketball game. I was umpiring at Noblesville. I think I told you this story in a Hamilton County coaches meeting right there. But the guy told me he was coaching first base. I was umpiring first base right there. And I said, do you know Rick Wimmer? There was a Fishers Tigers ball team, summer ball. And he said, yeah. He said, hey, I said, the best story I got is I went out to the ball field on a weekday. I look out there, somebody's mowing the lines, trying to keep the lines clear so they can have practice. He said, surely that's got to be a custodian. As the closer he got, it was head coach from the varsity team, Rick Wimmer, doing it.
Well, I don't know if Nick Saban does that sort of thing or not, but sometimes I do. Our freshman field is a grass field, and it's got to get lined and mowed. So if it's got to get done, I get it done. So
when I look at you now, you look like you could probably suit upright. I mean, not realistically, but realistically.
No, I can't.
What position did you play, sir?
I was a quarterback in high school and in college. I didn't play a whole lot in college, but I played quarterback.
I tell you what, I'm sure you had a lot of gentlemen very pleased that you were their coach.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to coach the guys I've had the pleasure of coaching here at Fishers, and really everywhere I've been. I've been very fortunate. Fishers and Greenwood, Maryville, and Zionsville to be a head coach. Started out in 1978 as an assistant at Rushville. So for Coach Tom Leisure and Bob Pachinka. So I've been very fortunate. And really, just thankful I've had the opportunities I've had.
I remember my senior year at Hamilton Heights. You were the coach for Zionsville. That was game one.
Very first game as a head coach was Hamilton Heights, and my first year at Zionsville. So yeah, I remember that well. It was about 95 degrees at kickoff, I think. And my very first game. Thing that's funny about that is, we came out for pregame warm-up. I had the pregame warm-up. Very first game as a head coach. I had it all planned out for the minute, and I had our guys working so hard. Like two guys practically passed out in pregame warm-up. I had to cut the pregame warm-up short and give them some water and let them rest.
I remember that game. It was 7-7 in the third quarter. You guys kicked the field goal, and you beat us 10-7.
Well. We were fortunate to do it. Bill Reed, that was Bill Reed's first year back after taking some time off. Great Hall of Fame coach. Have a lot of respect for Coach Reed. I think he coached at Westfield as well. Bill Reed coached basketball here at Fishers High School. I did not know that until I came here, and I saw his picture out in the display case with some artifacts of Fishers, the original Fishers High School sports. And, I just always thought a lot of Bill.
Yeah, he was my homeroom teacher for 4 years. We had a good friendship.
Yeah, I like I said, I think a lot of him, and he's a member of the Indiana Football Hall of Fame, and deservedly so.
Yeah, what a man, Bill Reed. I went to his final day, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
So I tell you what, we're gonna get back to basketball. I'm gonna get fired here to this volunteer job.
Well, good luck to our Tigers. Finish it out here. Go Tigers.
Coach, I hope you get another job. I know you want one. Just take some time and then be who you are.
Well, thank you very much. I'm going to be very happy just watching other people playing coach. I think
you've got a couple daughters. Keep an eye on them.
Okay, will do.
Thank you. Thank you. So we're going to plug this in right here, and that was Coach Rick Wimmer. One moment, please.
So we're back. Timeout on the surface. 28-15. That was Coach Rick Wimmer, Fishers Tigers. He's been here since this school was put into motion. And he was kind enough to reply to me today after a text message and said, sure, he'd be willing to come up here by 8 o'clock. And I asked him maybe a couple minutes early. He was right here on time. You knew he would be. That's Coach Rick Wimmer. So conversation in the huddles right there. Timeout 28-13. Hamilton Heights trailing by 13. 28-15, I should say. Trailing by 13. 4:34 on the wristwatch. Coach Rick Wimmer, if you didn't know, he is the 8th winningest coach in the state of Indiana presently. 65% win column. His winning percentage is 65. He's 263 wins, 144 losses. He's coached 36 years, and the stats I just gave you is good through the 30th of November. And yes, he's pretty good at it. And Paula, my wife, listened at home. She listened to ball games, and she listened to the coaches show. Back in the day, we had a couple of years of that. It was fun. And then Paula said, I hate to say favorites, but she said Coach Wimmer was her favorite coach for me to ask questions in front of. So that's pretty nice. So I talked about the mowing practice right there where he did the lines. They're going to help her up right now. Might have been a bit of a sprained ankle. Fishers Tigers working their way back to the bench area right there. I believe is number 22, Tamia Perryman. They'll help her out. She'll be back in no time. They're taking care of her very well. Training staff right here at Fishers. In the front court, going into paint. Got a blocked shot. Bailey Runner went up for the shot in the paint, got blocked by 32, Lydia Stolkin. Back the other direction, out top of the basketball. Number 11, Caitlin Fagan. On the dribble, way out top, number 5, Audra Emerson. Pass it back to Audra. They go cross-court skip pass to the corner. They'll bounce it down low, kick it back out to Lydia Stolkin. Back out top. They're moving the basketball quick. Hamilton Heights playing good defense. Working through the baseline. Haley Smith with the basketball. Back out, right side behind the arc. On the dribble there, 33, Katie Burton. To the corner, three-point lay-in. Long off the mark. Wouldn't go for number 11, Caitlin Fagan. Back the other way, Bailey Runner. To the corner. They're moving the basketball. Behind the arc, number 5, Bailey Runner. Can you pick up a screen from Michaela Moran? They'll move the basketball to the corner. To set back out top to Jillian Oswald near the logo. The logo at center court, I should mention, is a tiger. It looks realistic. It looks to be airbrushed. On the drive, we're going back out to the corner. Dissette with the basketball out top, being guarded there by number 11. It's Caitlin Fagan. Bailey Runner on the dribble out top once again. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. 28-15 on the drive. Left-handed shot off the glass. Got the bucket. Bailey Runner. Bailey Runner for 2. Gets the lead to 11. 2:47 on the game clock in the front court now. With the basketball, they'll work at right side. 33, Katie Burton. On the dribble, well out top. Working to the corner. Number 11, Caitlin Fagan. She'll dribble in. She'll dish off. 3-point shot. Right elbow extended. Good for Lady Tiger. Number 5, Audra Emerson. 2:25 left here in the third. 31-17, a 14-point advantage for the Lady Tigers. Out top of the basketball, crossing over. Works to the left side, Bailey Runner. Out top with the basketball, 24. That's Chloe Henderson. Out top, she'll dish it off to Jillian Oswald, looking for a screen from Michaela. She'll get one. She'll work it left side. Does Jillian. She'll go left side. Going to be a blocked shot. Jillian Oswald went up for the shot off the glass, but it got blocked once again. 32, Lydia Stolkin. Stolkin at 6'1". An uncommon size for a lady. I tell you what, she can block some shots. So they're going to bring the ball in the front court. Going to belong to the Fishers Lady Tigers. They're going to enter the ball game again. Lady Tigers with number 31. That's Olivia Smith. Also in the ball game is 23, Katie Howard. Lady Huskies working in there with Dissette, Moran, Jillian Oswald, Bailey Runner, and Sydney Runyon. Shot off the mark, left side. Shot taken by Burton. 2-point land, rebounded there by Bailey Runner in the front court now on the dribble. Working the basketball out top. Defending well is number 30, Haley Smith. To the corner, to set down low. She'll give it to Michaela. Michaela goes off the glass, 2-point shot, good. Good feed from the corner. Makes it a 31-19 contest. 12-point advantage for the Lady Tigers. 1:17 on the game clock. Third quarter, out top of the basketball, Burton. Katie Burton gets the ball back, give and go. Lost the handle, picked up, knocked free. Burton picks it up from a setting position, saves the basketball, passes it, but it's picked up right there by Bailey Runner of Hamilton Heights. Inside a minute. 31-19. Works it right side to the corner. Peyton Dissette. Looking for an entry pass, not available. Pass it. Left elbow extended, short off the mark for Jillian Oswald. 3-point land. Wouldn't fall. Rebound the other direction. That was number 30, Haley Smith. Back the other direction. Shot wouldn't go. 3-point land. Katie Howard. Rebound, Hamilton Heights. Going to walk it across the timeline. Bailey Runner going to be picked up at half court by number 30, Haley Smith. 27 seconds left. Third quarter, it's 31-19. Hamilton Heights with the basketball in the front court. Going to be a foul call. Trying to pierce in there, trying to make a steal. A little bit of friction, a little bit too much. Going to call the foul. It's going to be whistled on Lady Tiger, number 31, Olivia Smith. Taking a breather, coming out of the ball game for the Fishers ball team is number 5, Audra Emerson. So fouls whistled on Smith. That's one foul each way here in the second half. 15 seconds left. In the front court, Hamilton Heights. Bailey Runner on the dribble. She'll work it left side. Back pedal dribble. She's working there. She'll go free throw line, kick it outside. 3-point land. Short off the mark. Wouldn't go for Jillian. Back the other direction. Going to be a traveling violation. 23, Katie Howard boarded the basketball. Took a couple dribbles. Wanted to make a pass to teammate in the backcourt, 32, Lydia Stolkin. Hamilton Heights kind of got in the passing lane there. She had to take an extra half step. Got to give the ball back to the Huskies. 0.4 left. Bounce it in. Ball's now picked up by Jillian. She'll take a shot at the buzzer. Might have been behind the buzzer. Didn't matter. Didn't go. 31-19. Hamilton Heights and Fishers working right now. And we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Ace Scrap Metal. Ace Scrap Metal, that's at 1715 East 226th Street, Cicero, Indiana, 46034. Ace Scrap Metal, north of Westfield, Indiana, along US 31 northbound. Ace Scrap Metal, located on the east side of US 31, just north of State Road 38. 317-758-5495. You can reach them by telephone. Again, that number is 317-758-5495. That's Ace Scrap Metal. We buy your scrap for cash. Hold on to that scrap metal. Take it over to Ace and turn that scrap metal into dollar bills. 8 minutes on the game clock. Second horn sounds. We're playing the rock and roll right now. A lot of nice artwork in this gymnasium up on the wall. They've got a tiger coming through the wall as if they were busting through. It looks realistic. Well done. So the alternate possession arrow going to give it back to Fishers Lady Tigers. They bring it in. It's brought in by 30, Haley Smith to Burton. They work it right side. Back right side. They give the ball up to number 32, Lydia Stolkin. Now top, Burton with the basketball. We're going to get Bailey Runner. Some of these girls play AAU in the summertime. They are familiar with one another. 7:38 on the game clock. Out top, Burton. That's Katie Burton. She averages 17.2 a game. Out top, she'll take the three. Short off the mark, wouldn't go. Going to go out of bounds. Going to belong to Hamilton Heights. Back in the ball game for Fisher's Lady Tigers, number 5, Audra Emerson. Taking a breather is number 33, Katie Burton. Going to bring the ball across the timeline. Trot pace now. Bailey Runner works it left side. Couple double screen there. She'll dish off to this set in the corner. She'll bring it back out. She'll get it to Jillian. Double screen once again. Out top left side, moving the basketball, keeping the ball alive. Jillian Oswald back out top to Bailey. Bailey on the dribble. She'll dribble it right side back to Jillian. 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 31-19. Huskies in the front court, keeping the ball moving. Out top of the basketball, Jillian Oswald. Guarding her loosely there was Audra Emerson. She wears number 5. They go off the glass. Shot going to go. 2 shots going to be awarded to number 5, Bailey Runner. She'll go to the foul line. She went baseline, went off the glass. Foul occurs. They're going to whistle this foul. Going to be the first foul of the ball game for number 32, Lydia Stolkin. She must have at least 4 blocked shots. So she's got good body control. First shot wouldn't go for Bailey Runner. 6:46. Bailey Runner flies the second one. Got it to go. Back end of a 2-shot foul, good. Substitution, checking in the ball game after the made shot. Whistle happens. Not a problem. Number 11, Caitlin Fagan in the ball game, taking a breather is number 30, Haley Smith. So brought in Audra Emerson. Brought it in to Caitlin Fagan. Cross-court pass. Move it to Olivia Smith. Back to Fagan. They cross the timeline. They break the press. Going to be a steal in the front court, though. Jumping in front of the pass right there was Bailey Runner. Out top, she'll launch a 3. Got it. Bailey Runner, couple of feet behind the arc. Hamilton Heights have kept the lead to 8. 31-23. 6:25. They have timeout called by Fisher's Tigers coach, Lauren Botaw. Lauren Botaw hasn't been Botaw very long. She was recently married. What do you call recently? I'm not sure. Used to be Lauren Vale. Perry Williams tells me she played basketball right there for Lady basketball coach Keck at Noblesville. Don't quote me, but I believe what Perry tells me pretty much all the time. We'll mention this game is also in parts being brought to you by FritzandFishers.com. Since 1983, you can dial them up at their Fisher's dealership at 317-842-2228. Great cars, great prices, great customers. They have 2 Hamilton County locations. One's Fritz and Fisher's at 8599 East 116th Street. That's right there in town by the railroad track. And the other one is Fritz in Noblesville, 2400 Westfield Road, Noblesville, Indiana. You can explore their quality used cars, or you can dial them up online, FritzandFishers.com, FRITZ. Going to be brought in baseline. Backcourt, Fisher's Tigers, brought in by Emerson. They'll pass it, try to break the press here. Right there with the basketball on the dribble, Lydia Stolkin. Works it right side, bounce pass, they break the press. On the pad with the pass. Out top, in the front court now, number 5, Audra Emerson. They'll work her right side in front of the scorer's bench. Going to be stationary dribble. Now she'll dribble right there. Number 31, Olivia Smith, being guarded by Peyton Bissett. Bounce pass, left side, adjacent. The deep in the front court. Audra Emerson passing it back to a number 11, Caitlin Fagan. Out top, 23, Katie Howard. Taking a little air out of the basketball themselves. Out top of the basketball. Moving their feet. Hamilton Heights going to lock it up. Going to lock it up. It's going to be a jump ball. Reaching in there at an opportune second with Bailey Runner. Locking it up in the ultimate possession arrow. Going to give the ball back to Hamilton Heights. So we're going to check in with a couple more players here. for Fishers. So they're in the ball game with number 5, Audra Emerson, number 32, Lydia Stolkin, number 11, Caitlin Fagan. Going to dribble baseline, kick it to the corner, three-point shot in the air, rimmed out, wouldn't go. Peyton Gissette. Rebound secured, number 5, Audra Emerson. Back the other direction, also back in the ball game, number 33, Katie Burton. To the corner, moving the basketball. They'll dish it down low. Back in the ball game, I'm glad to see it. Number 22, Tamia Perryman. Got that ankle back secured, and she might have a wrap on, not sure, but she's back in the ball game now. Going to be a foul committed in the front court. Hamilton Heights going to get called for the foul. Checking back into the lineup for the Lady Huskies, number 24, Chloe Henderson. Taking a breather is Sydney Runyon. Also checking out the ball game is Michaela Moran. First time in the ball game, we're going to see number 20, Kaylee Roten. She's a freshman, 5'4". She averages 1.8 per game. She plays a lot of JV. She's getting ready for varsity action, maybe at a longer pace. So we'll see. I'm not the coach. I'm just here. But I'm going to bring the ball in from the side court in front of the scores bench. Jen Small right there beside her. They brought in. Front court now, Bailey Runner. Working with the basketball, bounce it in. Michaela Moran back in the ball game, passes it behind the arc to Peyton Gissette. Out top, Jillian Oswald. 4:50 left here in the fourth quarter. On the dribble, Jillian Oswald lost the handle. Going to be a jump ball, going to be a tie-up. This one's going to go back to Fishers. Alternate possession arrow. Chloe Henderson back in the ball game. Again, back in the ball game, number 20. For Hamilton Heights, that's Kaylee Roten. So we're going to inbound the basketball right to the bucket. Michaela Moran out of the ball game. Sydney Runyon out of the ball game. They dish it in, and Peyton Gissette going to pick up a foul. A little bit aggressive. Good to see some aggression once in a while. She'll pick up the foul, trying to get the steal there in the backcourt. About 14, 15 feet off the baseline after the first initial entry pass. So Peyton Gissette in the ball game. She's going to pick up the foul. So we're going to cross the time, try to get it to the timeline with the basketball. Another foul occurs in the backcourt, Hamilton Heights. They've got 4 accumulative fouls now. They're trying to get that accumulative up there where it can help them get Fishers Lady Tigers to the foul line, I'm thinking. So they're bringing it into backcourt. Going to reach in there. Roten going to pick up a quick foul. So that's 5 fouls. Some of the folks here, I can hear them outside of my headphones. They're saying, come on, but that's kind of what they got to do. They're soft fouls. They're not big-time fouls. They're just trying to get the accumulative where it can be helpful. So in the backcourt now. So I'm going to reach in. They call that on the second one. It's going to be Bailey. Double check here. Might be 20. Might be Roten. So Roten's going to pick up the foul. She's got 3. So she comes in the ball game and distributes and performs like a teammate. So they'll back out top because that's what she is. She's a good one. Going to be a reach-in foul. Peyton Gissette going to put her on the line. Perryman going to go to the foul stripe. She's going to shoot the 1 and bonus. She'll shoot the 1 and bonus. 4.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Michaela Moran back in the ball game. Sydney Runyon back in the ball game. Chloe Henderson and also Kaylee Roten going to take a breather. They're doing well. And I'm at the free throw line now, number 22, Tamia Perryman, 80% free throw shooter. First shot up, rimmed up high, rimmed off. Wouldn't go. Trying to save the basketball was Fishers, and they do. They get some help there. Perryman ends up with it out top. But I believe that ball was saved on the long carom almost to the corner by number 33, Katie Burton. Kept the ball alive. So we're going to stay in the ball game defensively. Still in the ball game. Now, Sydney Runyon going to be down low across the lane from Michaela Moran. 4 on the lane. Jillian Oswald just behind the three-point line. Shot up, rimmed out, wouldn't go. Shot taken by number 5, Audra Emerson. They're going to whistle a foul on the rebound. We'll see what that's about. It's number 30, Sydney Runyon. She picks up number 2. Bailey Runner had 3. She's got the most of any Husky on the floor. Shot up and good. Number 33, Katie Burton. Katie Burton, I believe that's her first shot at the stripe. She entered the ball game 88% at the stripe. She's now 29 for 33. I should mention she got the second one. She's 30 for 34 on the season from three-point land, entering the ball game shooting 50%, 17 for 34. That's Katie Burton. She's a junior. At top of the basketball. Long three-point shot. Bailey Runner got the bucket. Three-point land good. Bailey Runner cuts the lead to 7. 33-26. Fishers Tigers in front. 3:55 left. We're in the fourth quarter. Going to be a foul call. It was just inadvertent footwork. I tell you what, Michaela Moran was just basically standing there. But if the ball dribbler steps on the foot and goes to the surface, pretty much they're going to call a foul on the nonchalance. So they're going to shoot one, double check. That's going to be 10 fouls, so double bonus is what the clock shows as a scoreboard. That's a nice scoreboard. Fishers High School, home of the Tigers. So first shot up, rimmed off, wouldn't go. It's number 5, Audra Emerson. Started this ball game. She's a junior, 5'6". She'll shoot again. I believe that's only her second. That was her second miss on the season. She made the back end of a 2-shot foul. She got that one at 34-26. Crossing the timeline, working the left side with the basketball. Bailey Runner kicks it to the corner, brought the ball back out. That's Peyton Dissette. Dissette working against Caitlin Fagan. On the dribble, Bailey in the paint. She'll take a shot. She got fouled. Fouled in the process of taking a shot there in the paint. Didn't go. She'll have 2. Foul's going to be whistled on number 31, Olivia Smith. She has 3 in the ball game. She has the most of any Fishers Tigers gal on the floor at this time. First shot goes in for Bailey Runner. Taking a breather for Fishers Tigers is 31, Olivia Smith. Back in the ball game, 32, Lydia Stolken. Second shot up and rolled off, wouldn't go. Fight for the board there. Chloe Henderson nearly got the board. Board's come up with by Katie Burton. She's in the front court, keeping the dribble alive, working against Peyton Dissette. Keeping the dribble underneath her hand, away from Dissette. She'll dish it left side. Number 5, Audra Emerson. 3:18 left here in the fourth quarter. It's 34-27. Picked up the dribble. That's Audra Emerson. Works it right side. Dishes it down low. Stolken in the paint. Took a shot. Wouldn't go, but she'll go to the foul line. Foul's going to be whistled. Lady Huskies, number 24, Chloe Henderson. Chloe going to pick up the foul. Chloe Henderson going to pick up her first foul in the ball game. 2 Lady Huskies waiting to check in after this first shot by 32, Lydia Stolken. Shot up and good. Stolken climbing that free throw average even higher. Back in the ball game for Hamilton Heights. Down deep on the lane is Moran and Runyon. So she'll eye the second one. Lydia Stolken rimmed off, wouldn't go. Ball fought for, come up with the rebound secured by Bailey Runner to the front court. She'll get it to Jillian. Down low, they'll get it to Moran. She'll kick it to the corner. 3-point shot, good. Peyton gets set in front of the Husky bench. 35-30. Working it right now. Last year it was 35-31 for a final. In the Husky gym, 2:47 left. They're going to whistle a foul. They're going to put her back on the line. It's going to be number 33, Katie Burton. 2 for 2 in the game so far, I believe, from the free throw line. I'm not keeping stats, basically just watching the game. Here comes the delivery. First one is good. 36-30. 6-point advantage for the Lady Tigers. She'll step to the stripe after the pass. She'll eye and fly it. Both of those are good. 37-30. Going to be a timeout call. Going to be a 30-second timeout call by Coach Keegan Cherry. 7-point advantage for the Lady Tigers. 2:47 left. We're in the fourth quarter. We'll mention this game is also in part being brought to you by Main Street Mortgage, a local full-service mortgage broker located in Cicero. Owner Brian Baer has more than 20-plus years of mortgage loan origination experience. Brian offers a full array of mortgage products from no money down to 20% down conventional mortgage loans. He offers personal customer service, expert knowledge of all mortgage loans, and the lowest interest rates you will find. Call today and start saving money now. 317-420-5192. That's 317-420-5192. Ball brought in. Hamilton Heights. Backcourt, bringing it 84 feet. On the dribble, crossing the timeline at a trot. Bailey Runner. Looking at left side. A tough pass. She gets it to Michaela. Michaela, a bit of a quick pass from close range. Going to lose the basketball. Goes back to Fishers on the steal. 2:28. Working at right side. Going to work at left side. Burton going to take a three. Right elbow extended. Rims off. Wouldn't go. Going to be an over the back call on the rebound. Bailey Runner was there to secure the board. And over the back going to be number 32, Lydia Stolkin. That's team foul number 4 for Fishers. So 2:20 left. He gets the ball in, brought it into Bailey Runner, crosses the timeline. Works it right side on the dribble. Kicks it outside. Peyton Gissette picks up a screen there from Moran. They'll work the basketball back around the perimeter. And Jillian Oswald, back pedal dribble. She'll reset the offense near the center court. Back to Bailey. 1:57 on the game clock. 37-30 from the corner. Thought about a shot. No shot available. Defense was good. Number 11, Caitlin Phelan. Three-point shot good from out beyond the arc. I believe it was Jillian Oswald. I was looking down at my notes. I looked up. It goes in. Three-point shot good. I believe it was Jillian. 1:34 on the game clock. 37-33. Right side with the basketball through the legs. Burton on the dribble. Burton going to bring the ball back out top. 37-33. 1:22 clock moving. Fishers, Lady Tigers in the front court. Going to have to guard the basketball, or she's going to just hold the ball right there in front of Jen Small. Going to reach in, no foul called. Try to give a foul away, and then they'll call it on the second try. Take about 3-4 more seconds to get that done. So they whistle a foul. It's going to be double bonus. Send him to the stripe. The Huskies are going to put number 30, Haley Smith, on the line. She's a freshman. She averages 3.7 rebounds per game, 8 points per game as a freshman. First shot, good. So she steps to the foul line. She'll have one more. 5-point advantage for the Fishers Tigers. 38-33. She'll fly to the second one. It's also good. 1:09 on the game clock. Brought in from the half back court. On the dribble, Bailey Runner. She'll cross the timeline at a little bit of a trot pace. She'll work it out top to Moran. She'll dish the ball off, try to get it to Jillian. And right there nearby was number 5, Audra Emerson. Tries to come up with the steal. Picks up the foul. Not a bad thought for Emerson, but she picks up the foul. 1 minute straight up left in the ball game. That's in regulation. We'll work it out top and give it to Bailey. 39-33. Works at left side. Guarding her is Haley Smith. Works the basketball right side to Jillian Oswald. Oswald out top, being guarded by Audrey Emerson. She'll go to the paint. She'll kick it outside the arc, or outside the lane right there. Sydney Runyon couldn't get the shot to go, but the ball's loose. It's going to be a jump ball. Alternate possession arrow, going to keep it in the front court for Hamilton Heights. They're going to bring it in left of the bucket on the baseline. Going to be brought in by number 4, Jillian Oswald. Guarding the basketball there at the inbound is Audra Emerson. I look down at my notes, whistle sounds, and they're going to whistle a foul, evidently on Hamilton Heights. Going to be whistled, I think. We'll double check. It's on Bailey Runner. She has 4. Inbound the basketball. Fisher's in the backcourt. Going to be a foul call. Peyton just set. Double check. They'll double check here. They might be giving a timeout. I'm not certain. They might have issued a timeout to Fishers. They did, so no foul was called there. Dissette got away with no foul right there. She was trying to get her on the line. And a timeout is granted, Fishers Tigers. We'll also mention tonight's game is being brought to you by Indiana Express Rentals, 1708 South 8th Street, Noblesville, Indiana, 317-773-4800. They're authorized dealer for Penske Truck Rentals, one-way and local for households and businesses. Cargo vans up to 26 feet, commercial with lift gates. Full line of moving supplies. They're locally owned and operated, and they have been since 1998. Owner is on site daily. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're open on Saturday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. You'll like Indiana Express Rentals. Owner on site, I tell you what, he is conscientious, and he'll do his best to get you on your way. So we inbound the basketball right in the bucket. Fishers Tigers bring it in. Got it to Audra Emerson. In the backcourt, they're going to foul. In the ball game with Kaylee Roten, she's going to foul in the backcourt. They'll shoot the double bonus. They'll walk the distance. 37.9 seconds remaining. 39-33. Going to the stripe is Audra Emerson. She'll bounce a couple. She'll fly the first one. She got it. So back in the ball game, Michaela Moran taking a breather, getting some medium 5 down the bench way right there is Kaylee Roten. Second shot up and also good. So going to be brought in, 84 feet away, brought in by Bailey Runner. In the hands now, crossing the timeline on the dribble pace is Jillian Oswald, left side. She'll go off the glass, shot going to go, rebound Burton. Katie Burton boards the basketball. She'll take it across the timeline. She'll kick it back out. They'll reset the offense. They'll try to take some clock here. 18 seconds left. We're going to right side. Near the scores bench, number 11, Caitlin Fagan. Fagan has the basketball. He's being guarded double team to set and Bailey Runner. 6 seconds left. 4 seconds left. The ball's going to end up in the hands of number 30, Haley Smith. 32 minutes gone by. Good ball game. Hamilton County, where basketball is good. Final score, Fishers Lady Tigers 41, Hamilton Heights Lady Huskies 33. We are thankful, our halftime guest, most thankful to get to speak to Coach Rick Wimmer. He's also one of my favorites. And we'll also mention we're thankful that this ball game was able to be simulcast by Hamilton County Radio.com. If you want to go maybe re-listen, HamiltonCountyRadio.com. That's Hamilton County Radio is a division of Hamilton County Television. And Hamilton County TV right there. Check the local listing. Find out where their next game will be aired. We thank you for listening. We thank my dad for listening in. He was right there for my safety net. He was listening to the ball game at home. My wife was busy at Bible study tonight. So we thank you for listening, and we'll also mention the next game on the agenda for Hamilton Heights basketball will be Friday night at Hamilton Heights.
Newcastle Trojans will be there, 7:30 for the varsity. Put Me In Sports will be there. We thank you for listening. No matter if you're home or away, if you're teaching or learning, you've always got to keep the fire burning.